up in YouTube, a Crazy Canuck Sports. We're all about sports all the time. And today we are back with a NHL 25 Hockey Ultimate Team No Money Spent video. And I know it's been a hot minute. We actually had some videos lined up to go out with the content as it was being released. However, we got a little bit busy releasing content from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, etc. We're just going to go with a quick lineup update and how we got there. So you might notice on our first line, Joe Nieuwendyk. Yes, we went out and I think we got 12 wins in our last hot champs to go and get ourselves Joe Nieuwendyk, who is an absolute beauty. He's 6'2", 205, 90 speed. He has an okay shot with 87s pretty much across the board, 91 offensive awareness, but the biggest thing about this card is his face-offs at 92, which is insane. And we get a +1 on top of that if you have two-way forward active, which actually I think we went out of our way to go and get this active because having possession off the draws is super important. And his zone ability, quick draw, is probably one of the better ones in the game. Exceptional quickness on face-off draws, greatly increases effectiveness on tie-up wins, great at defensive zone draws. Anytime you can get possession off a face-off, you're upping your chances to win greatly. I think this is the best hot champs card we have gotten lately, and I can't say enough good things about him. And our second new addition is the 85 Game Breaker Mitch Marner. We acquired him through the 85 B&D Game Breaker set, which you get your collectibles, you put them in, and it spits out a random 85. Marner was the guy we got. We were hoping for Connor Hellebuck, but that is a different story. Marner is 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's right-handed. He comes with playmaking forward and puck on a string. Now, at first glance, this card isn't anything special. He's kind of falls into those same categories as Crosby. He's pretty steady across the board. He's really good at everything, but not great at one thing aside from passing. Like he's not going to blow by anybody with 88 speed. He's got an okay shot, 88 accuracy, 85 power. Offensive awareness obviously is huge at 92. His passing is 93. 92 puck control. His defensive awareness isn't there at 82, which is weird because I think Marner is probably one of the better defensive forwards in the league. Body checking, nope. Strength, no. Aggression, nope. Durability, nope. Fighting skill, nope. So at first glance, we are saying this card isn't anything special, but however, I really, really enjoy this card. Maybe it's because he's a depth forward for me, but whenever he's on the ice, he's making stuff happen, it feels like. Again, his stats aren't anything, to go crazy about, but he's just a solid player to have in the lineup. Our third addition is Matty Beniers. Now, at face value, this card isn't great, and I'm not really loving it at all. At 86 speed, he's not very fast, doesn't have a great shot. He doesn't do anything particularly well, but we did get him from the first next-gen wildcard. So to complete the objectives, we're slotting him on the fourth line. He's going to play minimal minutes from us, but he's there just to knock out some of those objectives. His synergy is two-way forward, and he doesn't have a zone ability, but his superstar ability is close quarters. And another new addition we have is Rod Brind'Amour, which actually we got from one of the wildcards. I don't know if it was 2 wildcards ago or 3 wildcards ago, whichever one had the icon at the end of it. This is the guy we went ahead and chose. I'm happy I did so because originally, none of these guys are really going to crack the lineup at 82 or 83, whatever. I think they were at 82. At 82 overall, but I'm glad I picked him because after seeing how dominant Nieuwendyk was at faceoffs, Brind'Amour has a high faceoff rating at 88. Not quite, the 90 or 91 that Nieuwendyk has. However, this is still much better than a lot of the centers, and you're going to win a lot of draws. Now, he is playing fourth line minutes for me, but he's on our second line special teams, like penalty kill, power play. He's going to be out there just to get that initial possession. He's not going to blow by anybody with speed, but his AI I find is really aggressive and really annoying to deal with. He's hounding the opposing team's puck carrier like there's no job. He's stripping pucks. He is a good AI. I really like this card. Again, he's nothing to write home by, but his face-off ability alone is enough to crack the squad. And our last new addition. On the defensive side of things, we went ahead and we made Jay Bouwmeester. And let me tell you, we waited till the absolute last day to get this thing done. I broke my rule and we invested $30K into this guy to get him maxed out. And man, oh man, is he ever worth it. 90 speed, 91 defensive awareness, 87 stick checking. He's got the defensive defenseman synergy, shutdown, zone ability. Not to mention he is 6'4". He flies. He is such a difference maker. And I was going to make a video on which of these off the charts guy is the best one to choose all around. And on paper, it's easy to say Teemu Selanne obviously is the better player, but the most valuable player I think in this whole thing was Jay Bouwmeester. Anytime you see a really, really solid defenseman, you have to take him because it feels like we get way more forwards than D-men, and these guys are going to make a huge difference in your lineup. And if you don't have him, you've probably seen online how annoying he is to deal with, and if you have him, you know how good he actually is. And you may have noticed we did take with Dana Heatley. It's just that card is so unusable to me. He's got a good shot, but he's just too slow. I'd rather have literally anybody else in the lineup. But again, this Joe Nieuwendyk, hands down, is the kind of card we've been waiting for. He is by far the best card we've gotten. I missed out on the JR just because we didn't play enough games. Like we played 8 total games. We were really busy. We went 4-4. So we missed out on JR, which I'm not too sour about. We got the guy that matters, and Joe Nieuwendyk. And coming on Wednesday is Brendan Shanahan. The Shanahan plan went exactly as planned in Hut Champs. We ended up with 11 wins. So we have this guy coming to add to our squad. He is 6'3", 220, another big body. His synergy is power forward, and his zone ability is close quarters, which actually is a pretty good one from last year. I don't think I have tried it this year, but typically that's a good ability to have. He's a little bit slower at 87 speed. He's got a decent shot, 87, 88 across the board, 84 body checking, 86 strength, so he should be pretty tough to knock off the puck, 84 defensive awareness, 71 faceoffs as expected. He's a winger, 85 deking, 88 offensive awareness. Now we're going to see if this card is more useful than Dana Heatley. He's 1 overall faster, but I don't know if that means a whole lot. We're going to give him a fair shot. He's 6'3", he's big. I think Dana Heatley was, 6'4", 6'5", something like that. So this card looks very similar to it, so I'm not thrilled about it. Anyways, we're going to give him a fair go at earning a permanent roster spot in the lineup. And I don't think we've actually showed what division we were in before, but we moved up to Division 2. We were in Division 3 previously. We were at 1858 skill rating. So we've been on an absolute tear. In our last 16 games, we've won 15 of them. I couldn't tell you how, but we've just been on an absolute roll, and our one loss was 2-1. We're going to live with that. I have a feeling our losing streak is coming, and it's coming fast. But we're pretty happy about going on this 15-1 run. I don't think this ever happened. I don't know if it'll ever happen again. There's definitely tough times coming ahead. And you might be wondering where all of our coins have went. We have 4,635. That is not how many coins we had the last time we had a video. And that will be coming in the next video. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Maybe you guys can guess what's coming. Maybe. Anyways, I'm super excited about next videos. This is what we've been up to. Until next time, peace.